YouTube channel Lingareddy Chemistry JEE NEET Class 12th Chapter Solutions. Class, we are going to discuss about concentration of the solutions. Concentration. Consider two beakers which contain solvent like water. I am taking here two beakers, same amount of water is there. I am adding some amount of salt, different quantity. See here 10 gram NaCl. The next beaker I used 30 gram NaCl. Now, which solution will be more salty? Of course, the 30 gram NaCl will be more salty. What is the reason? The reason is more amount of solute is present. As simple as that. Therefore, the concentration of NaCl is more in the second beaker. We can define like this. The concentration of solution is the amount of solute dissolved in a known amount of solvent or solution. One example, what is the meaning of dilute solution? See, dilute solution means obviously the solute in a solution which solute is present in very small quantity. Relatively less amount of solute is present. What is the meaning of concentrated solution? Of course, relatively more solute. A solution in which solute is present in large quantity, that is relative quantity. What is the meaning of standard solution? Standard solution means non-concentrated. Yes, a solution whose concentration is known as standard solution, whose concentration is non-concentrated, right? A solution whose concentration is known is called as standard solution, right? From this, any other unknown concentration can be prepared. That means, see here, the first one is standard solution. Standard solution. From this standard solution, we can make 10 m concentrated, 1 m concentrated, 0.1 m, 0.01 m. It may be different 0.5, 0.2, whatever you can prepare. But first compound, at least you have to know this solution. From known concentration to unknown concentration, that new solutions we can prepare. New known concentrated solutions we can prepare. Of course, here standard solution say less concentrated solutions we can make it. Suppose here 100 m is there, so 200 m we cannot make. 200 m concentration we cannot make, but 100 below, that is 10 m, 20 m, okay, like this. Next, which way is better to describe solution if the options are given qualitatively and quantitatively? See, the solutions labeling, it's asking indirectly which is the best one. Obviously, quantitatively is the best one. The quantitatively, that means based on amount of solute, we can describe the solution, right? That means 0.1 m concentrated, 0.5 m concentrated, 0.1 m, 0.5 m concentrated, 2 m concentrated, 5 m concentrated, okay, these all. What is this? This is the quantitatively describing. Next, concentrations can be expressed in how many ways? Is it one way, two way, or many ways? Obviously, it is many ways we can express. In that, a few important terms are mass percentage, volume percentage, mass by volume percentage, ppm, mole fraction, molarity, molality, normality, formality. Okay, so these many 9 types are there. One by one we will discuss. The first one is mass and volume percentage. In that, mass percentage we are going to discuss now. It is denoted with W by W percentage. Definition: the amount of solute in grams present in 100 grams of solution is called mass percentage. Here important thing is you have to remember this one is solution, right? This is solute. So solute by solution percentage, you can see the formula. Mass percentage of component equal mass of solute by mass of solution into 100. See, solute upon solution into 100. Here you have to know that solution equal solute plus solvent. Solute plus solvent. Based on this, numericals will be there. You can see next. What do you mean 35% W by W glucose solution? What is that? That means 35 gram of glucose is present in 100 gram of solution. 100 gram of solution. Next, see here the solution. 35 gram of glucose in 100 gram of solution. Weight of glucose is 35 gram. Weight of solution is 100 gram. Then weight of solvent will be 100 minus 35. Yes, you can see here 65 gram is solvent. Understood now? 35% means, right? Suppose 10% means 10 gram is present in 100 gram solution, right? Next, calculate the mass percentage of benzene and carbon tetrachloride if 22 gram of benzene is dissolved in 122 gram of carbon tetrachloride. Mass of solute, less quantity, that is 22 grams. Next, mass of solvent is 122 gram. Then we had to calculate mass by mass percentage. Yes, mass by mass percentage equal solute by solvent into 100. Yes, sorry, solute by solution into 100, right? Now solution, what is the solution? Solution equal to solute plus solvent, right? Then it will be 144. Then you write the formula and substitute those values here. Mass of solute how much? 22. Mass of solution 144 into 100. Then if you solve this, around you will get 15.28%. Everyone, you understood? Formula is important. Solute, of course, less quantity. Solvent is this one, but we need solution. Solution equal solute plus solvent. Okay, solute is given 22, solvent is given 122, total 144. This 144 only we are substituting here. Okay, then formula is fixed. फॉर्मूला तो याद रखना. नेक्स्ट, मास परसेंटेज ऑफ सॉल्वेंट equal 100 minus 15.28. Of course, solute percentage if you remove, then obviously solvent percentage you will get it. That is 84.72%. Next, volume percentage. If you understood the mass percentage W by W, then volume percentage is V by V percentage. Formula is similar. It is denoted by V by V percent. Definition is the volume of solute in ml present in 100 ml of solution. The last case that was 100 gram. 100 gram of solution. Now here volume, that's why 100 ml of solution. It is called volume percentage. The formula will be similar. Volume percentage of component equal volume of solute by volume of solution into 100. Okay, take one example. Can you tell what 10% ethanol means? Of course, 10 ml of ethanol present in 100 ml of aqueous solution. Calculate the volume percentage of 10% ethyl alcohol in a solution of water. Calculate the volume percentage of 10% ethyl alcohol in a solution of water. Now, volume of solute is 10 ml. Volume of solvent equal volume of solution minus volume of solute. Okay, because this one is 10 ml is present in 100 ml solution, right? That means solvent will be 100 minus 10, that equals 90 ml. Volume percentage of solute equal formula. In that formula, just you substitute those values. 10 by volume of solution 100 into 100, that equals 10. Next, mass by volume percentage. See, first mass, then volume. Mass by volume, it is denoted with W by V percent. Mass always shown by W, that means weight. V for volume. Now, the mass of solute in grams present in 100 ml solution, or it is the mass of solute dissolved in 100 ml of solution. Formula, similar formula. The upper one is solute, lower one is solution into 100. Okay, take one example. What is meant by 10% W by V? Of course, 10 gram of solute present in 100 ml of solution into 100, that is W by V percentage. Right? 10 gram of solute present in 100 ml of parts per million. When a solute is present in very small trace quantities, then it is convenient to express the concentration in ppm. Whenever a solute is present in the small quantity, that means 0.0001 gram is there per liter. So in that case, we will use these ppm terms. Now see the formula. ppm, that means parts per million, equal number of parts of the component upon total number of parts of all the components in a solution into 10 power 6. This is 1 million. In 1 million, how many parts are there? That is only parts per million. This is one part. Yes. For example, concentration of dissolved oxygen in a seawater can be expressed in ppm. Concentration of dissolved oxygen. The oxygen is very less. Concentration of pollutants in water or atmosphere can be expressed in ppm. See here, industrial wastage. Explain the importance of fluoride ion in water and any other use. Generally, fluorine is less quantity, it is a fine, but more quantity fluorine is not at all good. So this fluorine concentration also represented in the ppm. Now 1 ppm of fluoride ion concentration in water prevents tooth decay. You can observe that in the toothpaste. In a toothpaste, you can observe the fluorine will be present. Okay, but the quantity is up to 1 ppm is very good, it is required. But at the same time 1.5 ppm of fluoride ion in water leads to mottled teeth, that means damaging. Higher concentration of fluoride ions in water becomes poisonous. Sodium fluoride is used in rat poison. Sodium fluoride is used rat poison, right? Water pollutions can be measured in less quantity, that's why obviously ppm. So D will be the answer. Next, mole fractions. It is denoted with X. It's not X, it is called chi. It is called chi. Definition: the ratio of number of moles of one component to the total number of moles of all the components present in a solution. One particular number component moles upon total moles. In a binary mixture, if the number of moles of A and B are Na and Nb respectively, the mole fraction of A will be chi A equaled Na upon Na plus Nb. There is no 100 into 100, right? Example: for a solution containing I number of components, we have, that means x1 equal n1 by n1 plus n2 plus dash 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 ni. Then n1 by, we can write this one is sigma ni also we can write. Then the sum of mole fraction of all the component is unity, that means equal to 1. Example: x1 plus x2 plus dash 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 xn equal I. Generally we call it as x, but actually it is known as chi. Chi1 plus chi2 plus dash 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 chi n equal 1. It is useful in relating some physical properties of solutions like vapor pressure, etc. It has no units because mole by mole, that it will be cancelled. Next, it is independent of temperature. While temperature is increasing, generally volume will be increased. So molarity will be changed, normality will be changed. Wherever V is there, all will be changed. But here there is no V. That's why it is independent of temperature. Independent of temperature, you have to remember this. Of course, mass by mass percentage also independent of temperature. Next, make a note: number of moles N equal weight by given weight, generally given weight by gram molecular weight, that is number of moles. Mole percentage equal mole fraction, mole percent equal mole fraction into 100. Mole percent and number of moles. You have to know these formulas. I think everyone you know this. Mole equal given mass upon molar mass. Either it may be atomic mass or molecular mass. If it is molecule, of course molecular mass. If it is atom, atomic mass. You can solve some questions then you will get more clarity. Calculate the mole fraction of H2SO4 in a solution containing 98% H2SO4 by mass. Okay, mole fraction you have to calculate. That means X A. Suppose H2SO4 is A, of course water will be the B, right? Now 98% H2SO4 by weight means 100 gram of solution contains 98 gram of H2SO4. This much clear. First step. 98% means 10% means 10% H2SO4 is present in the 100 gram of solution. 98% means 98 gram is present in the 100 gram of solution. Okay, first line is clear. Weight of water. How much weight of water? 100 minus 98, that equal to only 2 gram is water. 98% of H2SO4. Then number of moles of H2SO4 equal mass of H2SO4 by molar mass of H2SO4. That means 98 by 98, that equal 1. Okay, next, number of moles of water. Number of moles of water given weight, how much? Only 2 grams water is there. Molecular mass is 18, that means 1 by 9. This is the number of moles of water. Now mole fraction of H2SO4, that means number of moles of H2SO4 by total number of moles of two components. Yes, 1 by 1 plus 1 by 9. Okay, if you do the multiplication and divide, you will get it. 0.9 is answer. Then mole fraction of H2O will be 0.1. Okay, next, a solution of sucrose in water is labeled as 20% W by W. What would be the mole fraction of each component in the solution? Now 20% means what? 20%, that means 20 gram of sucrose is present in 100 gram of solution. That means 80 gram of water is there. Okay, you calculate these moles and moles, then you can apply the formula. Mass of sucrose 20 grams, molar mass of sucrose, formula C12H22O11, that is 342 grams. Then convert into moles. Then mass of water solvent 100 minus 20, that means 80. Molar mass is 18. Then convert into moles. Sucrose mass 20 by 342, that means 0.05. N water 80 by 18, that equal approximately 4.45. Once you got it this moles, then mole fraction is easy. Okay, this much you have to understand first. Okay, first 20% means what? The description. After that, converting into number of moles. These are the main steps. Here N equal N sucrose plus N water, that is N total equal to. Then apply the formula. Mole fraction equal to N sucrose by N total. N sucrose 0.05, total is 4.5, that is approximately 0.013. Then N water by N total, that is 4.45 by 4.5, 0.987. If you do this total, it will be 1. Okay, the sum of mole fractions will be 1. Next, last question. Calculate the mole fraction of benzene in a solution containing 30% by mass in carbon tetrachloride. Mole fraction of benzene we have to calculate. What is this? 30% by mass in carbon tetrachloride. That means simply 30 gram of benzene is present in the 100 gram of solution. Therefore 70 gram carbon tetrachloride will be there. Then you have to convert into moles. Right? Moles के लिए you have to know molar mass of benzene as well as molar mass of carbon tetrachloride. Mass of solution 100, mass of CCl4 70, mass of benzene will be 30. Then converting into moles. For that, molecular weight of CCl4, carbon plus 4 times chlorine. Okay, carbon 12, each chlorine 35.5. Okay, 35.5, 35.5. 2 means that is 71 plus 71, 142. Yes, 12 plus 142, that will be 154. Okay, molar mass you have to do like this. Then molecular weight of benzene C6H6, 12 into 6, 72 plus H6, 6 into 1. Okay, total 78. Okay, molar mass you have to do like this. Then apply the formula. Mass of molar mass. Okay, calculating moles. After getting moles, then you apply mole fraction formula. Then you will get mole fraction of benzene. Got it? Okay.